Let's go. Isaih Quinones joining me. You are facing Branden Bordeaux, Power Slap number 15 on October 3rd in Las Vegas, Nevada. First Trilogy in Power Slap. Are you ready to put this thing to bed?
Oh, I'm so done with it, dude. I'm so done with the talking. I'm so done with the crying, the complaining, the fucking excuses. I'm over it, bro. I'm done.
It's kind of like, at the schoolyard, like best of three, winner takes all. This is the last chance, for romance, I guess, in a lot of ways. And the winner of it obviously will be, a clear path on to other things. Seemingly, we have Darren Godfrey in the wings, kind of waiting for the winner of this particular match. But let's not look past it yet. Let's talk about Branden. We know you guys are 1-1 at this particular point. Is there anything that he can do differently to change his game at all that you haven't seen in either of the first two matches?
No, there's nothing. He's going to do the same thing he's done the last two fights. He's going to try to get up and under my chin. He's going to try to hit the exact same way. It's crazy. I don't know why we have these rules meetings when you got somebody who's targeting the bottom of the chin when the refs say don't target the bottom of the chin. That's illegal. But guess what? You guys know me. I take the L. I'm not the one to be crying about it. I lost that match, and I tell everybody I lost that match. He didn't win it. I missed on that first hit, and he knows damn well that first hit would have knocked him out. I broke his nose when I hit his eye. Like, come on now. And you could tell he was nervous, but you could tell he was super happy when I missed because he knew what was going to happen with that hit.
Absolutely. Obviously we don't know the coin toss winner at this particular moment. And regardless, it's out of your hands in a lot of ways. How are you preparing for this match, whether you're striking first or second?
Listen, I'm the type of person that, you know me. I always put out my chin. I've never been scared to put out my chin. He's never been able to knock me out, even me giving my chin and putting it out there for everybody. I don't do this tucking little bullshit like everybody else does. So guess what? Shit's going to change up. If people want to play that game, we'll all play that game. So he's not going to be able to get up and under my chin. I'm changing up the way I stand. Everybody's going to freak out when they see how I'm standing now. And all I know is he's not going to be able to rock me whatsoever, bro. So this whole game is going to change. And I'm not even if, let's say, I'm going to win the coin toss. I'm going to win the coin toss and I'm not missing it. That's what's going to happen.
For sure. I was going to say, what would happen if you did play those games? I mean, you feel like Isaih Quinones is unstoppable in that?
Oh, absolutely. Game? Absolutely. I mean, I've put it to test with Russell. And I tell everybody to this day, Russell's the hardest hitting dude I've ever been against. And Russell didn't knock me down until like the third or fourth hit. Mm-hmm. So like that tells you right there, like how like Branden doesn't have the power that dude does. Like that's all I know is like he's not gonna be able to touch me. He doesn't have the power. Branden still doesn't even hit that hard. He just hit me. He just got to hit me just right in the spot. And it still wasn't able to knock me out. Yeah, he wobbled me, and the thing is I got up a little too fast that last time because I decided to just be prideful, and I was so pissed off at myself for missing that hit that I just wanted to get up and go back and go get him. And me not thinking clearly and me being stupid, I got up too fast, and I was still way too wobbly.
Mm-hmm. Is it kind of humbling, I guess, in some ways? I mean, just hearing from you, now I know you spoke about, missing in round one when you had that first strike and then getting up too fast in that first round as well. Is that just from nerves? Like, have you learned to kind of not let, the moment get the best of you?
It wasn't the nerves. It was just excitement. To be honest, it was excitement. Like I said, me missing, you guys all see my matches. You guys all see the way I hit. It's crazy. I never miss, but for some reason, that fucking the one time when it mattered, I missed. And I ended up missing them. And because I was in my head about that, because I was so pissed at myself for missing, because I never do that, I was so mad at myself. That's why I got up fast, because I just wanted to go back in there and go knock his shit out. And it had nothing to do with him. It was all on me. That's why I tell everybody. That's why I lost that fight, because it was all me I was too excited. I was too pumped, and I sometimes got to calm myself down a little bit. But it had nothing to do with nerves, really.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the excitement of the moment, obviously. Same place, they say it's hard to teach old dogs new tricks. Like, do you feel like you have to change anything for this camp different than the first 2 times, or are you just kind of rinsing and repeating? Because I mean, obviously you're a veteran of the sport.
No, I mean I'm training the same. I'm working out the same. That's never failed me. But again, like I said, I'm changing up the way I take these strikes now. I'm still gonna have the hard ass head that nobody could push through, and I'm still gonna have the rock solid chin that nobody could fucking move. But I'm changing the way that I stand out there and put my chin up in the air for these people, especially for people that are trying and targeting, trying to get down and underneath my chin. So they're gonna have a hard time with that now.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to see, obviously you talk about kind of the, I guess you have one example of Branden coming from under. You've got Austin Turpin that kind of comes up and down. We're starting to see the evolution of it a little bit here. This is truly a sport of, millimeters, not even centimeters or, parts of an inch per se. And, being able to capture and really target that sweet spot is really a make or break. Coming into this, what are your keys to victory?
My keys to victory are going to be able to see his chin. So Mark and all the refs actually were very, very, very keen on tying up the beards and trimming them down so people could see the chin. In New Orleans, when we were in New Orleans, they came to the locker room when I was coaching, and they were like, "Hey, like you need to tell all your guys to tie up their beards, make sure their beards are tied up, and you need to get them to trim. If they're not going to trim it, they need to shave it off completely." So they even had Big Mac. Big Mac, he had a beard just like Branden, and they made Big Mac trim it down even more so that you can see his chin. So, I mean, that's going to be a big difference, me being able to see his chin and me not worried about him doing his little pullback move. So, I mean, you're going to see a big difference in that too.
Yeah. I mean, I know Mark always talks about the sides of the cheeks having to be clear and visible, with the chin too. I mean, I guess with the beard, it kind of tucks the chin a bit, or when you do tuck the chin, you can't necessarily see it from the naked eye as much. So obviously they're looking to change and adapt those rule sets. And obviously everyone wants a fair and even playing field when the stakes are so high in this particular moment. The middleweight division's come a long way in a year since you came in, started this rivalry with Branden. It's almost like this is the changing of the chapter. This is what needs to happen to let, the following continue. Have you thought at all about, I'll say, quote unquote, life after this match, or are you just solely focused?
I'm still getting destroyed no matter what. I'm always going to destroy power slap. I mean, on any opponent that give me a power slap. I told Frank since day one, I'm going to win this belt. I'm going to get this belt back. I'm going to get my 3rd belt. I'm going to do what I have to do in the middleweight class. And when they want me to go up to light heavyweight, I'll go back up to light heavyweight. So I have a lot of plans for this. I've even talked to Frank about coming out and coaching and doing more coaching and actually moving to Vegas to be a coach. And do that as my job as long as I can still do power slap on the side, I told Frank. But I mean, I'm just going to continue to do power slap as long as I can until I decide to retire. And the sport's just growing and getting bigger, and it's soon enough it's going to be, paying us enough where we don't have to work and have a normal job.
Absolutely, man. One last one for me. If Branden's watched this interview, what do you want to say to him?
Branden, you got lucky the last time. Not going to get lucky this time. I promise. I'm putting your little stick figure ass to sleep. You can call me Doughboy all day, but you're a fucking skinny guy with no abs. So shut up already.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you there in Las Vegas during Fight Week. Take care. Train hard. And I want to see you bring your best.
Yes, sir.